welcome back to another reaction video. My last video I was reacting to Calvin Harris's old songs, like his second album, and I had fun doing it. It made me feel good. It made me feel good about my music. I was feeling so good that today I'm going to be reacting to my music, my old music, and it's awful. I mean, it's great, so buckle up. It's gonna be interesting. I started making music back in 2011, I want to say. Not quite sure. 8 years ago, so 2012, 2013. So I went to this festival called Love Fest in California, and after that day I was just fascinated by this type of music. So I ended up buying my computer. I bought Ableton. Immediately I get into it and started producing. So here it's one of the first songs that I ever put out, and it's called Falling Backwards. 8 years ago. I had to make it private, not because I didn't want people to listen to it, which I don't, but because back then I didn't have the Pro account on SoundCloud, and I ended up upgrading to the Pro like years later, so that's why everything is private. So this song, I had zero experience, I had zero knowledge, I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't know anything about music, no writing skills, no writing experience, nothing. I can hear the synth, like the main synth. It's hella white, it's super white. And then the drums, the kick is like buried like underneath all these sounds. Then your hats, that's super loud. And this build, oh man, this is awful. I got into this music because of dubstep. I was obsessed with dubstep back in the day. Back when, I don't know, Sonny Moore was big. Calvin Harris. I mean, Skrillex. Anyway, so that's the first atrocity. The second one, yeah, to be honest, I didn't have anything in mind when I was making this music. I was just like, this sounds pretty good. What kind of sound is this? This synth sounds great. And I just started putting everything together. It didn't have any structure. Like, I didn't start learning about music structure, like song structure, like years later. This song is called Slow Bass Generator. Same thing, 8 years ago. I uploaded as dubstep track, which is clearly not dubstep. The mixing is awful. I think this is the second part. Yeah. Like, for some reason I have two big drops. a tiny build, and the verse of the intro is like long. Anyway, let's move to the next one. The Kids Show Dance. So since the beginning, I love piano. Like, I want to start learning piano theory, I guess, music theory, piano. When I was writing this song, I literally had no understanding of nothing about music. So I was just playing like a bunch of wide notes, which luckily that's a key, C major. It's all the whites. So if you played all the whites, it's not gonna sound bad. Which is what I did, and to my surprise, that was just one of like many more keys that you can learn and use for your music. I'm just fascinated by the drums. Like, it took me so long to learn to mix drums properly. It's literally funny. I was just using like Ableton's stock plugins, and I used Operator a lot. If anybody uses Ableton, you know what I'm talking about. And why? Because Sonny Moore, aka Skrillex, used to use it a lot apparently. So I wanted to be like Skrillex. To my surprise, it did not sound like dubstep or like growls. Into like Serum came out, and that thing changed the game. I was really pumped about this song because I thought like it made sense theory wise, which made it like piano. I think I used the same drums for all of them. Oh man, this is great. I had this thing, I don't know why, I don't even know where I learned it, that for some reason I had to have all of my channels, all of my mixes under like -15 dBs for no reason. Nobody told me anything, I didn't read it, I didn't see it for no videos, and all of my like channels, they were -15 dB. So at the end of the mix, everything was quiet, and I was just like mesmerized that my mix, my song, always sounded quiet. That's because I had -15. I used to have -15 on everything, and then at my master, I would just boost a bunch of dBs at the end. Oh man, this is awful. I don't even remember how long it took me to make all this music, to be honest. Self-inflicted. So on all the previous songs, I didn't really use samples besides my drums. But on this track, I used, I think, nothing but samples. I made a sound, and then I sampled it, made it into that, and then that recorded it and exported it and bounced it into a different sound. It was a mess. Hey, leave me alone. It was 8 years ago. Oh man, this is funny. Wow, it hurts. It hurts my ears listening to the music. So next song, it's called, how I called it, Swag. Same release date, 8 years ago. I mean, compared to the previous songs, this one I think makes a little more sense. It sounds a little more like a song. The drums and the mix is crap, but the song itself, it's not horrible. It like makes sense. Oh, I gotta defend myself somehow. And that is it. So from that 8 years ago, and if you move 8 years later, this is how I sound now. This is my recent track. I posted a couple days ago. Yeah. Huge difference. So yeah, that's 8 years of trial and error. 8 years of constantly doing it. Yeah, definitely quite excited to see what's gonna happen in the next 8 years. As for now, I started to like sing in some of my music. My piano writing skills are like freaking, they're getting real good. So in 8 years, I don't know what's gonna be the case, but I'm definitely gonna post another video in 8 years if we're still alive and Earth is still like Earth. And YouTube is still YouTube. And see the drastic change that every 8 years happens to your craft or your skills. Yeah, definitely, if you found this video funny, inspirational, or just comical, hey, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, definitely, I'll catch you later. Stay chillin', man. 'Cause I don't care.